hole in the knee, they got holes in the back, but they're collies, they have holes all over their trousers. And that's the fad right now. It was unbelievable when I seen all the spooka pants that they had. And but on the opposite side of that hotel now, we got St. Regency. That hotel were also known as Sheraton. There are some of the areas that were sold to Daryl Kaneshiro. He purchased 120 acres. And he paid $35,000 an acre, family. And then he sold some of the properties out here recently for $1.5 million. $1.5 million. They converted their home into a vacation rental, putting them in a different category. So like we say, depending on the location. And those of you that you remember the movie Thornburg, it's an Australian movie, but some of the scenes were done here in 1982, right here to your right side. There are hobbits in the sugar cane field. There was a mountain in the background, Mount Haupu, off to your far right side, Mount Haupu. And then people have stated, my gosh, they closed out this road for 8.5 hours, rerouting traffic through the area called Omao. O-M-A-O, Omao. So Daryl actually raised a lot of sheep on property. He has commercial goats. He has horses out here. The state that you do come from, because you're in the 50th state. And not that many people call it Big America. I'm the only person that call it. A lot of people call it the mainland. When I used to call it the mainland, people took it for granted. I was talking about the island of Oahu. So instead of calling it the mainland, I call it Big America. But you'll hear a lot of the local people calling it the mainland. And when you get into Kauai, here it comes Nani with a different expression, Big America. But right out here, we left Koloa. We are approaching the area called Lawai, L.A. Sito family on the opposite side. Their building got devastated. They used to sell a lot of different type of groceries out here. It was more like a general store. Once it got devastated, what they did, they remodeled the building. Now it's good for a tattoo company. They also had a health store downstairs, but the health store burned.
Oh, goat.
Where?
Oh, cool. Two goats.
One's coming down that canyon over there, too. That's how somebody take a picture of it. Waterfall up. Oh, there it is.
Okay, now you can take pictures.
Okay, good. 야, 거기 말하고 찍어야지 초점이 안 맞는 days ago.
Really?
So
appreciate it.
So this is really quite exceptional.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're lucky because we were kind of today or tomorrow or.
You have no idea, you know, it's just like a right, exactly. So we decided to chance it.
You absolutely
Just gotta go. And yeah, we were literally in a cloud. You couldn't see.
Yes, he asked them, can I go to the beach? And they say, sure. If there's anybody that stop you, just give them our name, and then you should be okay. And he said, sure enough, when he got out there, there was Bruce Robinson came by, looked at them and told him, what are you doing here, Troy? So he looked at me and he said, he didn't realize that. I said, yes, they do get very strict, because the reason why it's a liability. You get hurt on their property, you're going to turn around and sue the Robinson family. So that's the reason why they got signs out there, no trespassing. Otherwise they have a sign, keep out, private property. So as we do mosey down the road here, you will get to see the trail off the left side, and that's the trail that Dad took to take the geological servicemen all the way up to Waimea. They look out there, there's a dirt pathway, very small pathway. But Dad used to take the truck all the way up to a certain point, and he took all of his grandkids up in that area, and he asked if we wanted to go all the way up to Waimea with him. We wanted to see if we could remember the trail. And we all agreed, and we need a total of 27 horses and mules. And we have, my sister-in-law didn't like the long ride all the way up to the State House, so she decided to charter a helicopter, and she actually had them drop them off at the cabin up in that area. And we told her, since you're going to be the first one there, then why don't you get dinner? And she doesn't cook, let me tell you. That's the wrong person that we sent up there by helicopter. She does not cook. When she does get home, they normally actually go to a restaurant, otherwise her mom would do all the cooking for her. So she got spoiled. But anyway, when she got there, yes, she did straighten up everything that needed to be straightened out and got ready, prepared for dinner. So when we got there, yes. And we brought a whole lot of food that we actually had from here. And when the kids got up to a certain area, they went down to the river, they caught some freshwater shrimps, also got some catfish, brought it back, we cleaned it and had it for dinner. So like we say, you make do of what you got. So right out here, you have one to the opposite side, to the far left side, that's called Makaweli Valley. The one to the right side is called Waimea Valley, and that's where they have the cement crossing to get over to this section of the island. So like I tell the clients, there's two canyons that ends up in Waimea River. You got Waimea Canyon, and you also got Olokeli Canyon. So two canyons. And that's the reason why I told some of the people, yes, they might actually have this town here, Waimea, being washed away. This is the reason why they built a cement wall along that riverside. Okay, remember those of you that have seen water running down through that irrigation ditch? Well, this is the water. It goes all the way out to Keikaha. Oh. That black pipe that you see actually running down into the river, that's where the water is, right there. People say, that's the reason why people don't believe me. They say, yes, but you have to pump the water. I say, yes. If they pump the water, it comes right along the hillside here and goes all the way out to Mana. One of our drivers stated, that's not true, Nana. I said, yes, it is. I said, this is all of my stamping grounds. We used to raise pigs. We had 350 pigs that we raised down in this area here. There are no homes up in this section during that time. So we had pipes running all the way down to our pig farm. We used to wash the pen. The people down in the valley complained, so we finally moved our pig farm over on the opposite side of the river. We call it My Hive. We had it out there for a little over 20 years. And when we started to have families of our own, these are long gone, family. The homes out here actually is 395,000 all the way up to $1 million plus. So it's unbelievable. This is the old section. This is part of the new section right here. Right here at this corner, this is Dr. Wade's home. And it ended right there. It's called Waimea Heights, off your left side. Waimea Heights. And this is the new section right out here. Then we also do have a hospital. It's called the Kauai Veterans Memorial Hospital, family. Kauai Veterans Memorial. There is another hospital in the town of Kauai, and that's called Wilcox. And if there's any type of open heart surgery, it's not done here on Kauai family. That patient has to be medevac into Honolulu. And if the island of Oahu does not have it heavy in Waimea, normally you don't find this much traffic in the town of Waimea. I've seen a lot of rental cars up the canyon. And look at this green coconuts that you'll find here to your right side. Look at that green coconuts, family. And we do like the green coconuts. The reason why, the water on the inside is very, very good. Especially if you have kidney infection. Doctors here on the island will tell you to use cranberry juice. Here on the island, we go out, we get 10 coconuts. We use a machete, get rid of the hook from the outside to get to the water on the inside. We'll put it in a pitcher, put it in the fridge. When you want to drink cranberry juice, you would drink the coconut water. Taken for 3 days, on the 4th day, your kidney infection is completely gone. So go back to the old remedy. And a lot of people actually do Hawaiian lomi lomi. You call it reflexology. Where you're from, everything starts on the bottom of your feet. If the pain is on the right, you would do your left.